Hello YouTube, and welcome to my very first video on this channel. So I've been wanting to start a gaming channel for a very long time now, and it seemed a little bit overwhelming and daunting, but now I just got laid off, so figured there was no better time than now than take all the free time that I have and put myself into this and get this channel going and off the ground. So the first thing I wanted to do was an NHL 24 expansion franchise. So I wanted to do something that was not done, that I haven't seen, a team that I think is not, at the top, probably not in the top 10 for the NHL expansion, but still something that's very feasible and very probable for an NHL franchise. So I took out a map, looked at all the big cities, tried to take a look at NBA franchises that don't have an NHL team, or just cities that are big sports markets that just don't have an NHL franchise. So after digging into this, I found Indiana, close to Ohio. There's been talks about Cincinnati getting a franchise near Columbus, but I think Indiana makes a little bit more sense. Gives it a little bit more distance from Columbus, and then it also close to all those central teams with Chicago as well, and can create some very, very good rivalries moving forward. So after landing on Indiana, did a little bit of research on Indiana and trying to figure out a team name that would suit Indiana, and then after some research found out that Indiana's been the largest steel producer in the U.S. since '72, so figured why not go with the Indiana Steel. We have the team nickname and the play-by-play in NHL, so let's go ahead and use that. And then also for the arena, there's the Indiana Pacers that have an arena, so we're temporarily going to move into their house at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. If they convert it to an NHL rink, it removes a lot of the seating capacity there. It was mostly built for an NBA franchise, so leaving us around 10,000 seats. But that's good for now. Just get the franchise started, and we can move forward from there. So owner spending, owner success, and patience rating, I kind of just randomly set those. Team prestige, obviously bottom team in the prestige. Market size, medium, not too big, not too small. Local fan base, we'll just put typical. National fan base, casual. Local popularity, pretty low. Hopefully growing that over time. The national popularity at the bottom. Then I was looking at the concession levels, the club seating, the team store. I think the concessions and the club seating, it's already set up for the Indiana Pacers. So there wouldn't be much work to be done there, so I just put it as a 2. Team store, we don't have enough merchandise done yet, so I kept it pretty low, and we can upgrade that as we go. Kept the parking lot also pretty low as well. So right here, I'm just going to go back and make sure that I've checked everything, make sure everything's correct. Oh, team name. So I'm just going to update that to the steel. And then from there, we'll be able to move forward to the next steps of creating the jerseys and the arena. All right, so now for the logo. I kind of took a look at everything here, and there's only really one that kind of makes sense for the steel. So I just decided to go with that. There's not really much else. And then for the colors, I tried to go with something similar to the Indiana Pacers with the blue and yellow. And then from there, we can go into our jerseys. So as you can see here for the home jersey, went with the navy blue with some yellow accents and some gray to pop for the steel. And then basically from there, use that as our guideline for the other jerseys. So for the home jersey, so here are the socks. Pretty much the same as the sleeves on the jersey, kept it simple. going to update everything here. So all the equipment. Figured we could put a bit of yellow on the gloves, make those stand out too. All right, and then for the goalie stuff, I'm just going to apply team color. I'm not going to waste my time with that. Maybe later on, if we take some more time, we can update those. But for now, I'm just going to put team colors. All right, there we go. Here's a little preview of everything. All that's done. So now on to the home team, home jerseys. So basically the same thing, just replace the navy with the white, but everything else is pretty much the same, the yellow and the gray accents. Again, team color for the goalies. Easy, straightforward. So all that's good. Double checking. Yep, everything's great here. Then we'll just move on to the alternates. So the alternates, I decided to go with the black jersey with the yellow and blue. Who doesn't love the black jersey? I tried the yellow and the gray. Didn't really like it, so I decided to just stick with the blue. I think the blue made the most sense on this jersey. Might be hard to see, but it's okay. It looks cool. All right, so here are the jerseys. So I'm just going to apply the colors to the equipment. Just going to update the gloves real quick. I'm trying to make them a little bit different than the home and away jerseys, you know, just to make it fit a little bit more with this jersey. So a lot of blacks, grays, and then we'll sprinkle a little bit of blue and yellow on this. All right, I'm just gonna remove the gray. I don't think it works with this. I'll go all black. Maybe put less gray. No, let's go with that, with the gray. All right, so here's a preview of the jerseys. So here's the home, away, and the alternates. So this will be the jerseys for this Indiana Steel team that we're creating right here. And now for the mascot. Yeah, no mascot for this team. I'm just going to go without it. All right. Yeah, just making sure everything's good. And now we can go with the arena in just a second. All right, so did the arena real quick, nothing crazy. And then now we'll create the AHL team. So I decided to go with the Fort Wayne Factories. Just took a close down and just took basically a name that the NHL listed that would work with Fort Wayne. So I figured Fort Wayne Factories. There's a logo to go with it. Kind of goes with the steel, send the steel to the factories. So here we go. Just going to update all the team colors. Going to make it fairly similar. Basically the same thing that we have for the NHL franchise. Just add the logos in. Just going to do this quick. I don't want to waste too much time doing these AHL teams because we're probably never going to see these jerseys anyways. All right, here we go. The Fort Wayne Factories. And there we go. So we're going to continue. So like I said earlier, we're going to put them in the central, and we're going to move Arizona out west. I think it just makes a little bit more sense like this. And then, yeah, so we'll continue from here. So owner mode off. I will add an extra contract here just to make it simpler in our first season. Okay, edit coach, edit lines, no. I think I'm going to take that off. Fog of War is going to be off. Player morale off. CPU trades, leave that on. Yeah, actually going to leave head coach edit lines on for now, and I'll remove it later. And there we go. Continue. And here we are, the Indiana Steel. I'll just go in the rules real quick. Quick settings. Gonna put 20-minute periods. I like to make sure that if we jump in and simulate, the stats still kind of keep up with the rest of the league when they're simming their games as well. Superstar in case we decide to jump in. Authentic draft pick. Trade difficulty on hard makes it more realistic. Everything else off. The scouting I'm gonna leave for pro scouting only. We'll do all the amateur scouting ourselves. And to be honest, I don't even think we'll have a pro scout, so we'll decide from there what we do with it. And for this, I think I'll just leave everything as is. Yeah, sim engine scoring, yeah, leave it at medium. Draft class quality medium. Generate prospect medium. Shot frequency. Maybe medium. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Trade offer. Yeah, everything else here looks good. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the sliders. I'm just going to reduce the injuries. Oh, yeah, and then the attribute effects. Let's put that up. Game speed up a little bit. Or no, probably not. Okay, so yeah, injuries. We'll put them down to probably 12. I think that's a pretty good sweet spot. Probably an injury every 2-3 games, so it makes a little bit more sense as opposed to, 2 or 3 a game. All right, go. What's this? Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll just leave this as is. All right, so let's jump into the expansion draft. Keep salary cap on. All right, so now that the league's being created, I'm using a custom roster. I'm not really sure who created it, who made it, but it was just like an updated version closer to this point in time. So we'll use that roster instead. So the players that are available might be a little bit different than what we would expect as a normal expansion franchise at the start of this game. All right, so salary cap, same thing, 83,500,000. It's advanced day. Advanced day again. All right. Oh, here we go. So we got lucky. We actually won the lottery draft this time. We didn't get screwed and fall to 4 like everyone else always does. So we'll be having the first overall pick. And like I said, because we're using the custom rosters, Connor Bedard is already with Chicago. So this is basically an extra draft that we're going to be entering. So all the prospects are going to be auto-generated. So no, we will not be getting Connor Bedard because he's already with Chicago. All right. So this is the prospects that we have here. Norm Pyatt, Spike Stahl, Mikhail Kolesnik, Maxim Yaskin. So some pretty good prospects here. Unfortunately, no center elites, so that's a little bit disappointing. But we'll see what we do once we actually enter this draft. Jackson Culp looks pretty good right now. Two-way forward would be pretty good to start us off. All right, so we'll advance day again. All right, NHL expansion draft. And here we go. So we'll be jumping into this expansion draft right now and take a look at what's available to us. All right, so let's start with Anaheim. Some interesting prospects: Ryan Strome, Jakob Silfverberg, McGinn. So let's start with potential. See if there's anything that sticks out. Nothing really here. Nothing here as well. Gibson's salary is too high for 5 years. I'm not going to take that. All right, so what do we want to do? Sort with overall. Interesting choices. Okay, so the Ducks aren't making this easy. Colton White, Scott Harrington, Sam Carrick. There may be a defenseman lower, I don't know. Jacob Perreault. Might go with Jacob Perreault. 73 overall, 21. Top 9 potential. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, Arizona. So let's check the goalies. Nothing here. All right, so let's go back. Jason Zucker, Lawson Krause. Okay, with potential. There's Valimaki that looks interesting. You know, top 4D. It's a low potential, but could always work. He's still pretty young at 24. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, Boston. Let's check the goalies first. Swayman and Kaiser. Okay, so Boston decided to save Ullmark. So we might go that route if there's nothing else that pops out here. So the top 6, top 4. Morgan Geekie can be interesting. Top 9, 80 overall already, 24 years of age, only making $2 million. Keep in mind we added the extra contract year, so just remove 1 year from everybody you see. That's basically what's going to be the contracts coming next season as soon as we start. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Swayman here. Good goalie, good potential, pretty young. And now for Buffalo, let's sort potential again. Jack Quinn could be very, very interesting. Top 6, 82 overall, 21 years of age. Not even making $1 million yet. Just going to confirm the goalies. Nothing here. So, yeah, going to go with Jack Quinn. Now for Calgary. Check the goalies as always. Dustin Wolf could be a very, very intriguing pick here. Get some guy in the AHL that can grow right away. Shillington can be interesting with 26. A little bit too old, so yeah, I'm going to go with Dustin Wolf. Carolina. Sort by potential. Coughlin could be interesting. There's nothing really here. And the goalies. Antiranta. Pretty cheap. Orlov, Bunting. Not really sure what I want to do here. D'Angelo. Yeah, let's go D'Angelo. Get a defenseman on here. Now for Chicago. Oliver Moore. Low elite, 18 years old, 72. We can stash him in the AHL to start off the year. See how much he grows. Maybe next year, in 2 years, he'll be able to come up. The goalies, Jackson Stauber. Could be a pretty good prospect, but no, I think I'm going to go with Oliver Moore here. Tyler Johnson, no. Yeah, Oliver Moore. Okay, Colorado. Okay, we got some good defensemen available here. Sam Girard, 84. Overall, 25. 4.6 over 5 years is not too bad for an 84 overall defenseman that's going to grow. And then for the goalies, they've got a lot of options, but nothing I'm really interested in. So Girard it is. Columbus. Roslovic. Bemstrom. Could be interesting. There's also Jake Bean here. Jake Bean is probably where most people would go. Bachvis. 2.3 for another year. He's going to be an RFA. What about the goalies? Oh, Tarasov. Okay, I think I'm going to go Tarasov. Yeah. Tarasov fits the bill for this team here. Now for Dallas. Check the goalies. Wedgwood, don't want that. Antonio Stranges. Marchment. Ooh, Harley, top 4 medium. 21, 79 overall. This looks pretty promising. Yeah, this is really intriguing. So I'm going to go with Harley, and hopefully he grows pretty quick. Now on to Detroit. Rasmussen, this seems like a no-brainer. 82 overall, 24 years old. But let's just double check the goalies. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah, let's go with Rasmussen. Moving on to Edmonton. Raphael Lavoie. Could be interesting. What about goalies? Olivier Rodrigue. Might go CC just to get us a solid defenseman. 3.25 for 2 years. Sam Gagner, he's getting a little old though. Decide to go as Gagner anyways. Let's get some experience on the team. Maybe use him as a trade chip come trade deadline. Get some more picks and kids. Spencer Knight, 4.5 million. Is there anything else that might be cheaper, better over here? Josh Mahura. Heponiemi. Yeah, nothing really here. So let's take Spencer Knight. LA Kings. Check the goalies again. Don't want anything here. All right. Sort by potential. Arthur Kaliev would be really interesting. 82 overall, 21. You know, he's younger than everybody here and already ahead in overall. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Arthur Kaliev. Okay, Minnesota. Check the goalies. Gustafsson. That's a really interesting. Marcus Foligno. Michael Middleton. Yeah, Middleton it is. Now for Montreal, I don't think they're going to have much in here. They have all 3 goalies available. Pretty interesting. Guess they just want us to make the decision for them on who they keep. But we won't do that. Yolonen. David Savard, Christian Dvorak. I really don't know where to go here. Jan Misek. Josh Anderson, Tanner Pearson. Gustav Lidstrom. That's a good pick, 24. But decide to go with Anderson here. He's got a lot of term left on his contract, so maybe something we can keep long term or just try to flip for some picks. And here for Nashville, Denis Guryanov, Liam Foudy, Alexandre Carrier, Tyson Barrie. I think I'm just going to take Barrie here. I don't see anything else that sticks out. So, yeah, let's go with Barrie. Now, New Jersey. What does New Jersey have to offer? Calgary, no thanks. Eric Holla. Nope, not taking McLeod. Not taking Foot. Bastion. Colin Miller. I think we have too many defensemen right now. We're already at 6. But it might be our only option. Shane Bowers. Kevin Ball, top 6 high. I think I might go with this. $1 million, pretty cheap. Someone we can grow. Now the Islanders. Nothing here. Romanov is really interesting. 82 overall, 23, top 4D medium. Don't see anything else. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Alex Romanov. Now for the Rangers. Nothing here. Right. Cheadle, Kako. I think I want to take Kako. I think I want to see how this guy grows here. There's Condre Miller as well, though, which would be really good. But no, I think we need right wings. I think I'm going to pick Kako. Hope that he grows. Try to find a good fit for him. No, decide to go with Miller. Can't pass up that kind of potential. And now on to Ottawa. Matthew Joseph. He's always really good. He's quick. He's got some speed. Ridley Gregg. It's going to be a tough one. I think we need centers. We're low on centers. You know, 0.775. I'm going to go with Ridley Gregg. Now for Philadelphia. Goalies. There's nothing here. Atkinson, York. I think Cam York makes too much sense here, so let's go with that. Now with Pittsburgh. Jesse Puljujarvi. Alex Nylander, Riley Smith, P.O. Joseph. Let's go with Joseph. 82 overall, 23 years of age. Just make sure there's nothing else before I decide. Yeah, let's go with Joseph. Now San Jose. Okay, this is going to be tough. I don't think there's much in this team to select. We might just go an experienced guy here in Granlund. Just going to make sure there's nothing else. But yeah, I might just take the veteran player here and put him on the team. And we still have a ton of cap space, so we can eat a little bit of that $5 million, and maybe not this year, but next season we can trade him for some picks for a contending team. Now for St. Louis, Torrey Krug, but let's check the goalies. Joel Hofer. That could be interesting. 81 overall already. Oh, this gets Barry Kapanen as well. I'm just going to go with the goalie. We need more. Always need goalies. We can trade those for a bunch of assets later on. Now, Eric Chernak. Let's check the goalies. Nothing here. 9 years at 5.2. So basically 8 years by the time we start the season. Tanner Jeannot. I might just go Jeannot here. Get a left winger on the team. A little bit of grit. Yeah, I think I like Jeannot here. I think Chernak is too much money for too long. Now on to Toronto. Yarncrook, Camp, Timmins. Alright, goalies. Samsonov is interesting. Just double check here what we have. Yarncrook. David Camp. Connor Timmins. Don't want Giordano, that's for sure. Max Lajoie. Don't think so. Yeah, I'm thinking Samsonov here, so let's go with that. We might have too many goalies. We might need to remove some at the end. We'll see. Now, there's good goalies here. No. Let's go check what they have. Teddy Bluger. Lafferty, Dorov, Myers. There's not much that I like right now, but we'll go with Bluger. I don't think another goalie makes sense. We got too many already. Now for Vegas. Oh, they have Logan Thompson too. Oh, this is becoming hard for the goalies. There's normally not this many. Denisenko, Carrier, Nick Hague. Yeah, I'm going to go Thompson. We have to draft a forward. All right, let's go see if there's any other goalies we can remove. We have Swayman, Tarasov, Hofer, Samsonov, Knight, Wolf. Not sure what to do. Hofer, I think I'm going to keep. Knight, I'm going to keep. Tarasov, I might switch up. Let's see what else I have. Yeah, there was Jake Bean we can go with. Roslovic, Benstrom. All right, let's go with Roslovic because they told us we needed a forward. And now let's see if we can grab Logan Thompson here. Okay, so that works. So now we can't pick a goalie for our last picks. Let's just check anyways. Nothing here. They left Kuznetsov open, but I think that's way too much money for an 84 overall. Connor McMichael. I think I might take a chance on this. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Still have the cap space though. Let's go with Kuznetsov. I have the cap space. Let's take it while we can. No goalies here. Niederreiter would be a good trade. Oh, he's got an extension. 3 more years at $4 million apiece. I mean, he would be set. We wouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah, follow. Yeah, let's go with Niederreiter. He's going to be set. We won't have to worry about him. Now let's just look over who we have. Make sure everything is picked. Confirm this is what I want to do before we can finish this draft. These last 3 are a little bit intriguing. But no, I think this is what we're gonna stick with. I think I like the makeout of this team. It's something we can work with. There's some pieces we can flip for more assets. So I think we're just gonna have to do a lot of asset management with this team. There's some older guys that can help, develop some kids for a year or two. But yeah, we'll need to flip them for some more assets at some point. And there we go. Let's finish this draft. And there we go. The first players on the Indiana Steel right here. So if you want to pause and take a look. And here we go. All right, so that's the first crop of players on our team. I think we got some pretty good players on our team right now. Something we can build off of. Here's our coach right now, defenseman coach. Not sure I like that. We'll have to take a look at that. Oh, we got an A- scout. That's good. So there's only a few D- scouts that we're going to need to update here when we get started. Okay. Let's view the contracts real quick, just to kind of get an idea of what we need in this draft. So our centers, so Kuznetsov, Granlund, Bluger, and Gagne. Okay, so these guys can play wing as well. Now Rasmussen, Roslovic. So we only have 3 right wings, so that might be a problem. So we're going to need to look at drafting a winger. We got our defensemen here. Got a lot of defensemen. We're going to have to move some of those players. Going to get some assets for this draft. Now we have Swayman and Thompson, and then right here as well, Samsonov, Knight, Hofer, and Wolf. So we're going to need to make a decision on which goalies we want to keep. So I think there's going to be an audition during preseason games to see who we want to keep, and then try to flip those players as well. Right, so here's the draft prospects again. Oh, this is the interviews. Don't think I'm going to do the interviews, but right now we're basically just deciding between those top 2 players. All right, the expansion draft is done. Next up, the NHL entry draft. All right, let's edit the trade block. I'm going to remove all of that. That is not what I want here. Put Samsonov. Let's put Spencer Knight. Tyson Berry, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Barry for now. I'm just adding guys here, trying to see if maybe something comes up during the draft. Maybe we get a good offer that we can't refuse, so we're gonna have to pull the trigger on it. If not, we'll just keep them and make the trades throughout the year once the season starts. And I'll add Kuznetsov, D'Angelo as well. So our surplus is obviously defensemen. So let's make it any older defensemen that we have. Let's try to keep our young prospects available. So we don't want to give up any picks. And now what we want. What do we want? So I think forwards. Okay, so let's start with goalies. Let's put goalies in here. Let's try to get a bit of everything. So we'll have goalies, forwards, and defensemen. But we want young prospects. Okay, no, scrap that. Let's do forwards. I don't think we need goalies. Never mind. So let's do forwards. Let's do defensemen. Yeah, so we have defense, forward. So top 4D, top 6D, up to franchise, medium or high potential. Future picks. Yeah, we don't want to trade third and fourths right now. We kind of want to collect first and seconds. Try to build this team now as opposed to taking too long. All right, so now it's time for the NHL entry draft. Just going to save this first. Make sure we don't lose anything. And let's jump into it. So as we can see here, we won the first overall pick. Everyone else here in the top 10, nobody's willing to trade their pick. Let's See if we can find a trade to start. So let's see if anybody wants Samsonov. Nothing. Okay. Spencer Knight, maybe? So Florida is willing to give up Soldzev, Sachin, Edmondson, and Mantha. I don't think any of this looks interesting. But let's just check with Soldzev. 69 overall. No, let's not do that. Let's just go make our pick. All right, so there's Jackson Culp, left wing, two-way forward. There's Norm Pyatt, a left D. I think both these guys are interchangeable. It's just whether we want forwards or defensemen. Has no weaknesses. Balance, shoot, balance, behind the net. That's a scheme fit that I really like. I love the balance with the shoot. I tend to build my teams around that quite a bit. Norm Pyatt. He's got size. Cycle, pinch. I don't really like that. I don't normally build with defensemen that cycle and pinch. Spike Stoll. All right, let's pick Jackson Culp with our first overall pick. Norm Pyatt, 77. Stoll, 77. Yaskin, 70. So I think we did the right pick here. We had 80 overall for our first pick. Emelin, 65. $65 again. Kolesnik, 76. That's a good pick for Montreal. Arizona, 66 with Benson. Wharton, 65. $63 overall for Detroit. Let's see if we can... They wanted to trade their picks, so let's see if we have anything we can give up to get that. No goalies they want. Skaters. They want Kuznetsov. Niederreiter as well. Let's see if they would do it for Niederreiter. They'd be over the cap. Can we retain a little bit? Still over the cap. Maybe $1 million. No, still over the cap. I don't think this is going to work. $525. No, still nothing. $2 million maybe? Then they would approve. To add something else here because the value just isn't there. So if we do a third and Niederreiter for Vancouver's first round pick. Let's see if that works. Trade rejected. Let's add a fourth. That's also rejected. So let's just cancel this trade. I don't think it's going to work. Seidenberg. McMuffin. That's a great name. I wish we could have drafted that guy. All right, on to round 2. What do we have here? Now it's going to be really hard because we don't have anything scouted. It's kind of just guessing at this point. Alex Blais. Is there any gems or bus? There's a bus. No gems. Okay, so might go with Blais, might go with Goldman. Really no information to go off of here, so it's kind of hard. But we'll go with Alex Blais. 63 overall, bottom 6 forward. Nothing great, but better than the last 2 picks, that's for sure. Sim to our next pick. So they're AHL top 6. So there's not much left in here, I think. Novikov. Shannon Kapusta. Lance Crabbe. That's a good name. Let's take him. He's got low elite potential, so hopefully he grows into something, but at 49 overall, it might take a while, if any. So yeah, interesting pick, but let's move on here. Let's see what we have left. Van Vliet, Radulov. Let's go with Radulov here. Fringe starter goalie. I'm just going to sort by scout rank and just go from there. So Pierhetta, Mitch Young. Let's go with Brian Valesi. Not sure why I picked him, but that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so these picks are getting pretty bad in this round here. You know, low 50 overalls, high 40s, nothing much. Now for our next pick, Rick Park. Kimo Grubauer, might just go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Kimo Grubauer. So not a very exciting draft here. Helmer Stief. Guess we'll go with him. And then we'll sim the rest of the draft. And there we go. Jackson Culp as our first pick. Blais, Crabbe, Radulov. The rest will probably never see the ice with our team. But we'll see. So this is it for now. I think I'll leave it off here and pick up in the next episode. So thanks everybody. See you next time.